The Oxford High School Career and Technical Education faculty welcomes you to the class of 2022 Career and Technical Education Senior Awards Ceremony.
Good evening. My name is Bryant. I'm the Career Tech Director for Oxford City Schools, and I'd like to welcome you to this year's Career Tech Award Ceremony. We always enjoy celebrating our students and all their accomplishments, and there's always a lot to celebrate. Tonight's ceremony will, in my opinion, highlight something that's kind of unique about our students, especially the ones that are being recognized. And what I mean is that these students will not only graduate with what we might call traditional education in math, science, English, and history, but they will also leave high school with 2 to 4 years of training in a technical or a medical or a business-related field of study. Not to mention 2 to 4 years of training in what we call employability skills. Some will graduate with extended training in a high-demand field from Gadsden State. Several have been accepted into the FAME program, and they'll begin co-oping with the local industry and training at Gadsden State, and we'll hear more about that in just a few minutes. We have students who have spent their entire senior year in the Pathways program, co-oping with the Anniston Army Depot, and following graduation, they'll continue working at the depot and training at Gadsden State. And there are others that you will hear about tonight who, while in high school, they have taken and passed industry-level credential tests that certify that they possess the skills that are specific to their field of study. This year we had a record 13 seniors in our health science pathway pass the patient care technician certification. Just unbelievable to have that many pass it. And for the first time ever, we had a group of career tech students go into one of our local industries, Chronospan, and complete the required training to become certified forklift operators. Never happened before. And in addition to all these things, we're proud tonight to recognize 209 seniors this evening who have completed a pathway in career tech education. Now, because this group of graduates possess skills and technical training that are in addition to the academic requirements for high school, I want to ask these seniors a question, and it's a very, very simple question. You probably have it in your hand already. And that is, what is your next step? You've completed your pathway in career tech. You have a specialized skill. So what do you do with this skill set now? What's your next step? What's your plan? I hope that everyone that's here tonight picked up a copy of the handout titled, What is Your Next Step? Because it has some very, very good information on it. You see, you're about to complete the requirements for high school graduation. And tonight we recognize your completion of a training in a technical field or a medical field or a business field. And in just a few weeks you'll graduate. When you graduate, what's next? What's your plan? What you going to do? I can tell you as a career tech completer, the great news is that you have options to choose from when answering this question that graduates without your training, they don't have. It makes you special. You've added value to your resume. You have more to offer an employer. You've added value to your resume by completing a pathway in career tech education, and we're going to celebrate that tonight. This evening, we're honored to have Ms. Lori Denton with us, who will share with you some options that you have to choose from right here in Oxford, Alabama, right here in Cowden County, Alabama, as a next step following your graduation from high school. As you can see in the bulletin, Lori formerly worked for the Cowden County Economic Development Council, where she played a big part in bringing in and supporting our our local business and industries throughout our county and throughout our city. Today she works in a similar role with the city of Oxford, and I can tell you that she's a tremendous resource when it comes to workforce development, the labor market, career opportunities, the skill sets that are in high demand right here in our own neighborhood. And I invite you to tap in to the wealth of knowledge that she is. So before we give out awards, we're going to ask Lord to come up and speak for a few minutes about the possible next steps that you can consider as a graduate of Oxford High School.
I don't get that nice of an introduction, so thank you very much. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lori Denton, and I'm a lifelong Oxford resident. This is my home, and I could not do what I do on a daily basis if it wasn't. It's a lot of work. But I think most of you, I know the kids especially, gotten to work with them over the last couple of years, and we understand that life happens after high school, and you got to have a plan. The thing is, most of our students have always been taught that you have to make a choice. You have to either choose to go to college or choose to go to work. And that's not necessarily true. So everybody in here, you want your child, there's one goal. You want them to be successful. And success looks different for every child. The stereotype is manufacturing industries are dark and dirty and dangerous. And I can tell you that I thought the same thing before I started working in economic development, and I've taken many of you on tours, and that's just not the case. We have 67 manufacturing industries in Calhoun County. All of them are looking for workers. The majority of them require people who are skilled laborers. They need people who do graduate from high school and can work on the line. But they need people who have 2-year degrees. They need people who have 4-year degrees. They need people with master's degrees, doctorate degrees. There's all types of engineers, managers, chemists. Did you guys know manufacturing industries employ chemists? So that is the backbone of what supports Calhoun County. My old boss, Don Hopper, he used to always remind me that our manufacturing industries are the rooftops and pocketbooks. And so that was his way of reminding me that that's where the wealth comes from that goes into the majority of our bank accounts. And then we can take that money and go spend how we choose. We hope you spend it here in Oxford. But that's sort of how we have to look at things. And so when we are working to create jobs, that's very important. Some people don't realize that one new job brought in by an industry could make the difference at Christmas time for a family who may have been making a lower wage. So, ultimately, you want to be successful, right? We've determined that. So whether they go to college or whether they go straight to work, the goal is to be employable, right? It's ultimately to have a job. We want it to be a job that you're happy in, that you're successful, that can support whatever it is that your dreams are for the future. And I think sometimes we think we have to leave Oxford to go find those things. And that's just not the case. On the flyer you have, on one side it lists a couple of our local industries. Aerospace Coatings is listed up there, and an Oxford graduate, John Bryant, he was a little bit younger than me, graduated from high school from Oxford, went to college at Auburn, got his degree in engineering, came back to Oxford, started working at Aerospace Coatings as an engineer. He's the general manager now. Those success stories are out there. They don't like to tell them, so I just tell them for them. I know you guys have heard Mr. Livingston talk about Chronospan. They broke ground in Calhoun County in 2005. They started production in 2008, and currently they have invested right at $1 billion in their facility. That adds up to about $3 million in educational taxes that come into our system annually from Chronospan. So I want all of us to understand just how much of an impact our industries have here. So if you'll see, there's average wages. So average, you guys have much better math teachers than Miss Lori did. Your average, of course, you've got a high and a low, but those are pretty good numbers. I think when I go to classrooms and talk to kids, I'll throw something up on a PowerPoint and I'll say, okay, so if you make this number an hour, this is how much money is going to go in your bank account every 2 weeks. So we help them figure out how much they're going to make. And then we start looking at, okay, so how much is your rent, your gas, your power bill, your cell phone bill, all your streaming services, and then they stop and they're like, I don't have enough money. Well, then you probably need to find a different job to support what you want to do. And I know that that has not always been easy to do in school because our courses have always been more traditional. And I'm proud to say that we have Dr. Shannon Stanley here now, who she and I have worked on multiple projects together. And we both are very passionate about career tech education. And we are so excited about what the future holds for students coming up through the system. Our goal is to make sure that they are equipped with more of these real-life skills that kids need to think about when they're choosing their career. On the back, these are just a few little things that I wanted to highlight. A lot of times kids will say to me, well, I want to do this, but I don't know how to get started. Or, what am I supposed to do? Like, I think I want to do this, but I don't know who to talk to. Your kids will tell you, and probably your friends will tell you, that I pair kids up all the time in different job shadow opportunities. I make phone calls for kids all the time. I try to teach them how important those relationships are because that is where most of the things are going to happen. So the Pathways program, Mr. Livingston talked briefly about that. That's an opportunity that I think a lot of people used to say, well, I don't want my kid to do that because they might miss sports practice after school, and that's super important. And at the time, that's what you truly believe is the most important. So the depot has options for that. They have a program in the morning. I put those hours on there so you can see, so they don't miss things after school. We just want to make sure that your child has an opportunity to truly understand there's multiple ways that they can be successful. Sometimes what our vision is for our children might not be the same as what our children's vision is. And at this time and age when they're about to graduate, sometimes that's tough to try to see. But the FAME program, we're going to recognize some kids from there. That's just a newer program. You don't necessarily have to be in high school to qualify for FAME. You can still apply for that once you graduate, and it's 5 semesters. The industry pays you while you're there. You learn hands-on on the job. You go to class. After 5 semesters, you've got your degree and you've got your job. If you do want to get a 4-year degree that has something to do specifically in manufacturing, JSU's Department of Applied Engineering is excellent. I've listed a ton of opportunities on there. So the main thing is just, we want you to know there are multiple opportunities here in Calhoun County. We don't want you to leave here. And if you do leave, we want you to come back. You won't find, in my opinion, a better place to live and work and raise a family in. I know I said in high school I was leaving and never coming back. And I'm still here. All those teachers that I used to have that got on to me for talking all the time, I found a way to get paid to do that now. It's pretty fun. So anyway, on behalf of Mayor Kraft and the City Council, we just want you to know that we support your kids. We support the efforts that they are doing to try to be successful. We support the school system. We are here. We are very accessible. We're open book. And we'll do anything that we can to help you, to answer questions, to make those connections for your children. But our message is you don't have to choose one or the other. There's ways to do both. You can get a job in a manufacturing industry right after high school and work for a while. You can learn about the different jobs they have there. And guess what? If you have great work ethic and you show up on time and you pass a drug test consistently and you show that you're interested, those industries will pay for you to get another credential or a 2-year degree. Or if there's another job you see there that it requires a 4-year degree, guess what? They'll pay for you to earn that, and you don't owe them anything at the end of it. Our industries have recognized that the value of having a good employee for the time that they're in school. They hope that they do right so they can keep that employee. But, you guys have so many opportunities, and we are very proud of you, and we hope you make good choices. So, on behalf of the mayor and city council, congratulations to our class of 2022.
Thank you, Lori. And I'll join with Lori, and I can speak for our new superintendent. We're all products of Oxford. Been here all my life. There are a lot of jobs here, a lot of careers here. Oxford needs engineers, Oxford needs nurses, Oxford needs doctors, Oxford needs machinists, mechanics, you name it, electricians, technicians, it's all here in our community. As Lori said, there's 67 manufacturers just around here where you can live here and drive there and work there. And parents, I just want to emphasize, because I was the recipient of this, they do pay tuition. If you work and you do it right for them, they will support you in your efforts to get better. They did it for my kids, and that's one thing we hear constantly, that I call it an incentive package. If you'll do the tasks that need to be done, they'll find a way to help you get through college if that's what you want to do. Tuition free, no loans. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce our new superintendent. We're excited to have her home. She's from Oxford, and we're very glad to have her back and leading our school district. And I just want to say, as Lori mentioned, she does not hide, and you will see, she does not hide the fact that she is pro-career tech. She's pro-workforce development. It's one of her priorities, and in our conversations that we've had, I have no doubt that the vision she has is going to take her to a level that even higher than I ever dreamed of, us being able to go. And as you can see, seeing the literature that you have, our students have a multitude of opportunities to prepare while they're at Oxford High School for a career, or to decide which career they don't want to pursue by getting engaged in those activities while they're in high school. And I have no doubt that under Dr. Stanley's leadership, that those opportunities are going to multiply and multiply and multiply, and that we're really going to become a pipeline of skilled workers to feed our local business and industry. So this time, if you'll join me in welcoming Dr. Stanley back home.
Well, first of all, on behalf of the Oxford City School Board of Education, I want to congratulate each of you here tonight, and especially a thank you to your family and friends who are here to cheer you on. So this is no small feat what you've done, and I want to make sure that you know that we are so very proud of you and what you've accomplished this year and years prior. So as Ms. Denton mentioned, she's giving you so much good information and a lot of connections to what's next. But here's the thing that I really am so very proud of you about. You are beginning a new journey after high school, but you have a distinct advantage over a lot of other students that are going to be entering the workforce or post-secondary education, whatever's next for you. You have credentials and certifications that are going to make you employable, much more employable than those that don't. So just know that what you've done and the accomplishments that you have made over the past several years put you in a class above, and they take notice. Mr. Livingston has said that. We have lots of partners, industry and business in our area. They need you, and they're going to be looking for those that are certified and credentialed. One of the things that I wanted to share with you, the work that Ms. Denton and I have done in the past is a lot about workforce development. And as a former educator in the classroom, when I was in the classroom, I really didn't understand my connection to economic development. Like, how could I, as a teacher, impact the economy of my city or my area, my region? And it's all through workforce development. Education and workforce development go hand in hand. And why? Because we're getting you ready for what's next. And that means real life, real world skills that you have that are going to be used in whatever field you choose. As we said, we have manufacturers across this county that need all different types of employees. And I think for a long time, teachers really did not understand all of the different people that make a manufacturing industry work. And I think that's something that we're beginning to understand. We're learning every year. So some things that we'll be doing in the future have to do with industry tours, not only for students, but for teachers, so that we understand what's out there. So I just wanted to let you know how very proud I am. 209 certifications. That's amazing. Can we give them a round of applause before they receive it? So just know, to build a strong community, you have to have a great government. As Ms. Denton has said, the mayor, the city council, our government is behind us 110% in Oxford City Schools. But you also need human resources. That is education, and that's workforce development. That's teaching our students what they need to know to be successful past high school. And that comes in forms of many pathways. It's straight to college to get a degree that puts you right in work, or it's straight to work and you advance your education, as Ms. Denton and Mr. Livingston said. Some people go straight to work and they end up advancing internally, and through that they get the degrees through their industry or business. So just know you have many different pathways. They end up in a very successful career. So knowing what you want to do, making those good decisions like we talked about, those employability skills, any industry leaders will tell you, those are the things that keep you employed. You can get employed through skills, but it keeps you employed if you have those good habits of success, being on time, being able to pass a drug test on a regular basis, being able to put down our cell phones to be able to do the job, right? That's hard for all of us, but that is something that we've got to be able to do, right? So just know that we're here for you, and you have resources still, even after you graduate. You have resources in the school system and in the city that you can connect to. So I want to say, class of 2022, congratulations, and we are so very excited and proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stanley. We're going to get right into what we're all here for, and that's to recognize the accomplishments of our students. And we're going to start with Mr. Eric Stringer from Gadsden State.
Good evening. I like to say go big O. I'm an Oxford graduate, and I was sitting there just thinking that, it was 45 years ago that I sat exactly where you sit. And trust me, it happens just like that, 45 years ago. The Alabama Federation of Advanced Manufacturing Education Program, better known as FAME, is a partnership between 12 advanced manufacturing industries and Gadsden State Community College. The program allows students to earn a competitive wage while getting their associate degree in industrial automation technology from Gadsden State Community College. The selection process for this program is very competitive. Over 112 applicants applied, and we're proud to say that 24 students have been selected to begin the FAME program in the fall. On behalf of our President Dr. Catherine Murphy, and the Dean of Workforce Development, Alan Smith, Gadsden State is proud to recognize the following students that have applied and been accepted into the 2022 FAME program. Our first one is Mackenzie Bonds. And for your information, Mackenzie will be employed by Prince Metal Stampings while attending Gadsden State. Our second one is Nathan Carr. Nathan will be employed at Chronospan while attending Gadsden State. he would be employed at Coke Foods while attending classes at Gaston State. Gavin Mosley. He would be employed also at Chronospan while attending Gaston State. The next one is Gerardo Riaz Reyes. He has been selected, is he here? He has been selected as an alternate in the FAME class. And our last one is Madison Wiley. She will also be employed at Chronospan while attending Gaston State. Thank you very much, and go big go.
That's what we were saying. I have an Android, I look at it.
Hello, my name is Angie Baker, and I'll be reading the names tonight. We're going to start with the Academy of Business Technologies.
The Academy of Business Technologies.
And presenting those certificates and cores will be Ms. Deborah Webb, Ms. Vicki Floyd, and Ms. Candace Finley. Olivia LaRue Armstrong. Paola Becerra. Deasia Armani Jackson. Patrick Wesley Miller. Christopher Daniel Nava Cardenas. Madison Lee Scott. Brody Ray Sewell. Jose Antonio Burosa Gonzalez. Jakayla Niana Latanya Williams. Gavin Lee Wixon. Business Management Administration, and if you would, please hold your applause till the students from that academy have all been called. Audrey Nicole Anderson. Neadra Tashay Beck. Nadeja Monet Beck. Jeremiah Allen Behel. Eric Anthony Booth. Nathan David Carr. Gavin Alexander Cochran. Jaquise Alexander Davis. John Connor Denny. Jordan Tremaine Dobbins. Adriana Trinice Foster. Richard Adam Fox. Blakely Hope Freeman. Hannah Lynn Hankerson. Chloe Lakin Harris. Asia Janae Hurd. Kennedy Jordan House. Bryant Lee Husk. Marquise Geralds. Blake Allen Johnson. Kaylee Janae Louise LaPlante. Lawson. Sergio Ángel Loevano Alemán. Dakota Seth Martin. Michael Ladarius McGraw. Nicholas Tyler Merriweather. Jayla Angelina Jolie Newell. Nan Nguyen. Carice Damal Nolan. Joseph Cole Painter. Ariana Lachey Chantrell Parker. David Blake Ray. Brian Allen Rivas. Savion Hervez Simmons. Antonia Simon. Asia Aree Taylor. Devin Kyle Taylor. Kalia Bailey Taylor. Nia Jacole Twyman. Shanad D. Whitfield. Gavin Lee Wixon. Jaden May Zaire. And the students in marketing, Paola Becerra. Kylie Nicole Biddle. Reagan Dawn Cobb. Gavin Alexander Cochran. Zarel Zidell Garrett. Kara Nicole Galvin. Deasia Armani Jackson. Blake Allen Johnson. Kaylee Janae Louise LaPlante. Dakota Seth Martin. Zymir Kentrell Marquavis Parker. Donovan Heath Smith. Jose Antonio Rosa Gonzalez.
Yeah.
The Academy of Digital Arts, AV Technologies and Communications will be presented by Ms. Anna Wheeler and Ms. Candace Finley.
The Academy of Digital Arts, AV Technologies and Communications.
Lex Akins. Avalon Demario Bush. Alyssa Zane Freak. Christopher Marshall Hall. Gretchen Abigail Harrell. Rodrigo Gonzalez Hernandez. Jeremiah Shannon Wayne Ingram. Zacchaeus Datron Johnson. Jakayla Lachey Matthews. Darian Latrell McGee. Hunter Allen Moore. Terry Denota Mosley. Robert Kyle Pilkington. Samuel Henry Robinson. Garrett Ray Sprayberry. Koi Min Vu. Jacameron Tyree Walker. TV production students, Justin McLean Dempsey. William Scott Hamilton. Layla Elise Reynolds. Ashanti Nicole Ruffin. Jordan Antonio Stevens. Natalie Jo Warrington. The Academy of Engineering Technologies will be presented by Ms. Deborah Webb and Ms. Vicki Floyd for Mr. Moore, who's out of town.
The Academy of Engineering Technologies.
Christopher Alvarez. Sawyer Kyle Bentley. Christopher Dale Brown. Aiden Robert Bruce. Deviantre Latrell Butts. Noah Alton Caldwell. Antone Thomas Carroll. Nicholas Lee Cox. Samuel Douglas Curley. Chloe Danielle Dale. Ethan Tate Gregory. Nicolas Uriel Gutierrez. John Gabriel Herndon. Dylan Jordan Huff. Brighton Lee Husk. Jadarian O'Neill Jones. Braden Paul Kellum. Alexis Brian Maciel Hernandez. Juan Manuel Martinez Alvarado. McKinley Alana Mata. Miguel Aiden Mitchell. Duval Moore. Gavin Dakota Mosley. Christopher Roland Pirelli. Peyton Michael Paul Ratliff. Romero Alex Reyes. Nikolai Markovich Ryder. Gerardo Rios Reyes. Jonathan Wesley Robinson. Samuel Henry Robinson. Andrew Michael Smith. Parker Brannon Smith. Jordan Bray Smith. Thomas William Teeple. Dillian Seth Wiggins. Madison Sue Wiley. Isaiah Rashad Wilson. And Kyler Braxton Wright. And now for the Academy of Teaching and Training, Ms. Amy Maniscalco and Ms. Amy McClure.
The Academy of Teaching and Training.
Riley Catherine Bass. Laurel Ashton Clark. Rylan Pierce House. Anna Hope Lockridge. Madeline Brooke Moore. Ashley Nicole Paulson. Kayla Madison Pruitt. Lacey Paulette Rowe. Madison Page Sparks. Isabel Naomi Strickland. And Luke Nathan Turley. And next, the Academy of Health Science will be presented by Ms. Amy McCorkle and Ms. Lindsay Webb.
The Academy of Health Science.
Anna Dial Abernathy. Jonathan Kobe Bonner. Coley Sky Boone. Zelda Shawnee Elaine Bushy. Zoe Mae Carroll. Akira Janae Cochran. Madison Kate Connor. Cynthia Cruz Hernandez. Claire Olivia Dale. Jessica de la Cruz. Lauren K. Ellard. Victoria Hope Ellison. Caden Jeremy Fell. Reagan Marie Guillory. Gretchen Abigail Harrell. Zakaria Sharva Hawkins. Kinsley Elisa Humphreys. Kaya Marie Jackson. Kari Shanae Johnson. Chloe Marie Jones. Lindley Claire Jones. Jeslyn Michelle Kelly. Kylie Marie Kiker. Kara Alexis King. Jada Danisha Kirksey. Ashley Myra Lamb. Chance Jabari Lemons. Anna Elizabeth Lewis. Wendy Maria Lopez Gaspar. Paola Alexandra Luis Rosales. Brooklyn Hope Maddox. Anna Grace Marlowe. Isabella Day Martin. Alex Martinez Reyes.
Yeah, Alex.
De'Ara Shanice Mall. Kaylee Brianna McAbee.
Yeah, Kaylee.
Aaron David McFarland.
It's like my brothers. Because my mom was like
Cynthia Monasterio Hernandez.
Mom took pictures. But I think she's still making pictures. So I got pictures so far from when I put up there. Because Braxton is the friend's late. So I have a picture there.
Mary Alexandra Monroe. Kinsley Grace Nunn.
Not my license.
Emily Nicole Parrish. Kaylee Brooke Patterson. Mackenzie Grace Phillips. Cecilia Isela Pierce. Abigail Elizabeth Reimer. Caroline Grace Rogers. Alana Tierra Scott. Caleb Gregory Shelton. Mary Abigail Schultz. Haley Alexis Smallwood. Kinley Blake Sparks. Madison Brooke Sprayberry. Lauren Brooke Steele. Anna Caroline Tapley. Deanna Kennedy Ulmer. Savannah Bell Watts. Grayson Allen Whitley. Michael Ryan Whitley. Ella Nicole Wilson. And Micaiah Chanel Wilson. And now the students in biomedical science, also presented by Ms. Webb and Ms. McCorkle. Anna Dial Abernathy. Jonathan Kobe Bonner. Blakely Brianne Bergdorfer. Taylor Mackenzie Kennington. Caden Jeremy Fell. Amaya Marie Garrett. Chance Jabari Lemons. Cynthia Monasterio Hernandez. Mary Abigail Schultz. Andrew Michael Smith. Skylar Deline Sword.
Way down, Skylar!
Savannah Bell Watts. And Liam Connor Willis. Next is the Academy of Commercial and Industrial Technologies. Be presented by Ms. Deborah Webb and Mr. Paul Bain.
The Academy of Commercial and Industrial Technologies.
Jacob Joseph Burns. William Chase Crenshaw. Raxley Wayne Finley. Chance Stephen Allen Griner. Jasper Macon Holcomb. Dylan Jacob Lackey. Rafael Leon. Christopher Martinez Barrios. Timothy Hayden Mayfield. Christopher Luke Milstead. Sebastian Nicholas O'Connor. Jamal Christian Reddick. Trenton Wayne Roberts. Delgado Yahir Rodriguez. Damian Castellanos Rodriguez. Caleb Andrew Tidball. Luis Miguel Timms Becerra. Jalen Jimmy Turner.
I want to say thank you to everyone, both at school and community, and the support for our career and technical programs. It takes everyone coming together to prepare our students for college and career. So we're super thankful for that. Also, anytime we can come together to recognize our students, that's a big deal. Always enjoy doing that. And I just want to say to our parents and our students, we just wrapped up our senior exit interviews today. So all of our seniors had an opportunity to do an exit interview in front of a panel, and they did a phenomenal job. I'm not overstating that at all. A couple of things I want to make sure that our parents know about that is they had an opportunity to share their body of work as far as their school career, and then what's next, where they're going to, what their plans are for the future. A couple of things that were consistent through all of our seniors was that they were prepared. They had a presentation prepared that was ready to go. They stood in front of the panel with confidence and shared their academic story and their plans for the future. Also, they were very proud and appreciative of the resources that they have. They often talked about their teachers and how appreciative they were of their teachers, holding them to high expectations, but also providing them the support necessary to reach those expectations. So the senior exit interviews, I just want to make sure that the parents know that your children absolutely shine during that. And I know that one of the common themes through that was in 2020 having to deal with in March, shutting down, the next year coming back to that A and B rotation. And although they did talk about that impacting them, they talked very little about the things that were taken from them, but they talked more about the opportunities that they took advantage of that they were provided with. The resiliency just shined through with our students. And not only will they need these things to move forward, these credentials, these certifications, but they also will need that resiliency, because sometimes things are taken from us, or sometimes we're not put in the best position, but taking advantage of the opportunities that we do have, that will travel wherever you go, whatever time period you're in. So I'm super, super proud of you and the job that you did with that, and just the opportunity to share that with us in the panel during the interviews. So, loved being able to see you be recognized tonight, and we'll continue to do that as we finish strong this year. I just want to make sure you know that I'm super proud of you and the way you represent Oxford High School. And just want to close out by saying that, and thank you, and as always, go Big O.